Hello, good morning. Someone recently requested a daily vlog of my day, not just Cat's day, and ask and you shall receive. So that's what we're doing today. First of all, the day does start with cats. I let the babies out of the baby room and then say good morning to everyone else. Here's Chicken Cooper, CJ, Finman, and Rufus McDoofus. Remy Girl is still at my parents' house. Otherwise, usually she goes out first thing in the morning, but I was out of town in Nashville working last weekend with Americans for Contraception, and she usually goes to my parents' house when I'm out of town so that she can play with my parents' dogs. But anyway, I was supposed to have a 9 a.m. Zoom meeting this morning, but it got rescheduled for next week, so I decided that it was going to be a perfect hair up, no makeup kind of day. Joining me in the bathroom this morning are Willow and Finn. Specifically, they are currently sitting in the shower as I was recording this. See, here they are, sitting in the shower. I'm not sure why they choose to do this, but who am I to judge a cat's hobbies? Another one of their hobbies is pining for every piece of people food that ever hits my table, example A. Although Willow has never had a piece of people food in her life, her persistence, must say, is inspiring. Who knows, maybe today will be the day that she gets a piece of people food. It wasn't. It never will be. Anyway, this morning I finalized a couple contracts for some brand deals. We have a new donation drive coming up for a middle school in Tuscaloosa, and the second Coopiversary merch sale is right around the corner. Then I did some housework before heading to the gym. I promise not to bore y'all with this kind of stuff all day, but I just wanted y'all to see just how involved the babies are with the household chores. Look at them pulling their weight around the house. I can't believe our time with these foster babies has almost come to an end, but I cannot think about that or I'll start crying. So here I am heading to the gym. I don't think I've ever shared anything about going to the gym because I am what? Self-conscious. But anyway, after that, I had to run to my P.O. box because one of the contracts I was working on this morning said that they had sent a little something for us in the mail. Little was a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what? It's a nice switch up because usually it's the other way around. Anyway, look who was waiting for the fruit and veggie buffet when I got home. The deer have been coming up for snacks almost every day. I have some fruits and veggies for them, and look at them munching. I love the wildlife so much, and I could watch them all day, but the brand was waiting for me to get this package open and send them some stuff, so I got right to work on that. I had two main goals for this day: get some of this brand stuff done and tackle this closet that I kind of forgot about. These are all empty boxes from our last donation drive, and here's been my approach to this closet. Problem? Not a problem. But I really did want to get this closet cleaned out because we have another donation drive coming and this space could just be useful for something other than empty boxes. All was going well until I had the horrible realization that one time I did see one of those gargantuan spiders in this closet, but luckily I haven't seen one of those in a while. Back at my desk working on my computer a little bit, updating the brand on a few things, and Baggy was being very helpful right up until he jumped on the screen, which I try not to let them do, like Willow here, who almost took a chunk out of this computer. Then the most important call of the day, one of my very best friends and her little girl FaceTime. She requests to see the kitties very frequently, and then she had not one but two different Batmans to show me, which just made my day. And then I got to talk to her mom for a little bit, which was a very nice break from my inbox. Guys, I just feel so fortunate to have such good friends and good people in my life, and some of those friends happen to have made some of the most wonderful little humans, and I will get emotional if I keep talking about it. But next I headed to meet up with some of my friends to play pickleball. We play at least once a week. Sometimes we manage to play twice. None of us are particularly good, but we just have fun playing and hanging out. After pickleball, we went to one of our favorite local breweries for a beverage, and then I headed home to get the Coop kitties dinner ready. Coop was not so patiently waiting for his food when I got home. Got a little multitasking here going on, getting my dinner started and the cat's dinner. On the menu tonight for the men and the babies is some pate, something that's not quite pate, and some of this tuna and crab mixture that they all love. One thing about Willow is she is not going to miss a meal. She is incredibly food motivated when it comes to food, treats. Can't say as I blame the girl, but gave everybody their food. Here's Chicken Cooper, and then I got back to making my dinner. On the menu for me tonight is my latest food fixation, which is this super easy, like homemade Alfredo pasta sauce. I usually make it with angel hair pasta. I don't know, I go through phases where I find something that I really, really like and I eat it probably 4, 5, 6 times a week. but I figured out the perfect single portion of this pasta. Sometimes I add spinach, sometimes I add chicken, sometimes I don't, but here's Chicken Cooper looking very cute, thinking that he should get a bite, which again, never happens. But can't blame a guy for trying. Anyway, ended the day by picking up a couple of my best friends from the airport. They just got home from VidCon out in Anaheim, and I did not think about how else to end this video, so enjoy this little view of Birmingham, and I hope everyone had a really awesome day.